Hello my friends. My name is Bot Mathematician and this is Holomancer.
Also, Chief Investigative Reporter Dora joined us this evening.
Gadgets and Gazette always gets the scoop.
Today we have collected for you all the most important facts about the new Caverns of Time set, and the twist format.
Team 5 has prepared for us the most unique set in the history of the game as well as an incredible journey into one of the best periods of Hearthstone. We have never seen anything like it before.
In addition, the guys made calculations and determined the number of packs needed to get the full collection of the new expansion and unique signature cards. But before we start, we want to thank you for your activity and support. Our video on prioritizing the purchase of Hearthstone packs has received a large number of your likes. Dear viewers, I have read all your comments and next time guys will add some additional options to the calculations. Thank you everyone for the interest in pack research.
Let's get straight to the point. Caverns of Time is a wild-only exclusive set, so you won't be able to use the new expansion in Standard, at least on a regular basis. Although, I do not rule out the possibility of this set appearing in the Standard format in the form of a limited time event.
Caverns of Time could become a platform for the formation of a new core for the Wild format. The set combines old cards that have received buffs, brand new cards and exclusive cosmetics. It is possible that the set will expand over time. In addition to the Wild format, the new expansion focuses on the Twist mode. Speaking of Twist, Twist is a new regularly rotating mode, where each rotation can include curated card pools and special rule sets. On September 1st, the official release of this mode will take place, and the first season will start under the name Wonders format, a throwback to the early years of Hearthstone. This time, the Hearthstone team will invite us to travel to the end of 2016, which is also known as the Year of the Kraken. At the beginning of this year, Ben Brode introduced the split of the game into two formats, Wild and Standard. The Curse of Naxxramas and Goblins vs. Gnomes expansions have been rotated. It was one of the most important moments in the history of the game. Now imagine that the rotation did not happen. In other words, the developers offer us to arm ourselves with a set of Caverns of Time cards and go to an alternative past and explore the state of the metagame in these conditions. Sounds extremely intriguing.
In addition to Caverns of Time, the first 9 expansions will be available for deck building including the Legacy set, which consists of classic and basic cards. But that's not all good news. The developers buffed 111 cards from the old expansions and 2 more cards were reworked. The old school Cthulhu archetypes got a huge boost as well as the Jade strategy. Secret Paladin will have a chance to return again. Emperor Tharisin has become cheaper and the classic Acolyte of Pain got an additional hit point, and that's not all. All of these cards will form the basis of the Caverns of Time set. A distinctive feature of the new expansion is the concept of reprint. The developers duplicated the old cards that received buffs and combined them into a separate set. Duplicate protection applies for these reprints. So, if you already have or disenchanted the original versions, you won't open them again in Caverns of Time packs until you've opened all new cards from that rarity. If you already have the cards in your collection from their original release, they will be automatically updated with the patch. In other words, you don't have to collect those cards again to get the stat upgrade.
You can still get buffed cards through the usual methods, but you will also have an alternative way to get them through Caverns of Time packs. Reprint cards do not have alternate arts or other visual differences, except for the set logo in the description, which shows the pack from which the card was obtained.
2 totally useless legendary cards that have been reworked. Cho'Gall and Hobart Grapplehammer have received completely new effects. Cho'Gall has received an interaction with the discard mechanic. The card has a chance to become useful, at least within the first season of Twist, as the discard strategy also received a big boost. Hobart has become a very powerful buffer as part of the weapon synergy.
In addition to reprints and reworks, the new expansion contains 34 brand new cards that can make the game more fun and unpredictable. We are waiting for 9 common, 10 rare, 8 epic and 7 legendary cards. If you haven't played Hearthstone in a while, you may not be familiar with the duplicate protection system. Here's how it works. If you already have most of the reprints from the old sets, then thanks to the protection against duplicates, you will find new cards in the packs first. Thus, the presence of old cards in the collection will make collecting new ones much cheaper.
Important aspect of this expansion is signature cards. The developers have prepared something very unusual for us. Firstly, only 3 legendary cards from this set received an alternative signature variant. In addition, the set contains 12 signature legendary cards that are not included in the Caverns of Time set.
In other words, you cannot find these cards in their normal form in the new expansion packs, they are only available in premium form. The amazing realization of the old gods deserves special attention. In addition to the new set, you can find them in the usual The Whispers of the Old Gods packs. The same applies to other cards from large expansions, which were released in the form of packs. But the signature versions of cards from adventures have no alternatives to obtaining. So the only way to get the entire League of Explorers in a comic style, or get a new design for Lothab, is to buy packs of Caverns of Time.
Please pay attention to an important nuance. Although most of the signature cards will be available in original packs, you should remember that the best way to get them is to purchase golden packs. Thus, unless Blizzard introduces special golden packs for older expansions, the only rational option would be to buy Caverns of Time golden packs.
I did some calculations. For example, I'm really excited about the new visual look of the old gods. To get all 4 signature variants, I would have to open about 730 regular packs of the old gods, which means I would have to spend about $840. If I disenchant all the other cards, I will get more than 70,000 dust.
Caverns of Time are truly unique. They differ significantly from our usual ideas about expansions. Very complex packs with a lot of nuances. It's time to talk about the number of packs that need to be opened to get all the cards. To get the full collection of cards, assuming you don't have any reprints from the old sets, you need to open approximately 270 packs. This means that you will have to spend about $320 to get the entire collection.
By opening this number of packs, you can expect to receive a complete collection of all common, rare and epic cards, plus 15 legendary cards, as well as a conditional 1.5 signature and golden legendary cards. The remaining 7 legendary cards you will have to craft from the dust for disenchanting extra copies and golden cards of lower rarity. This optimal number of packs will not allow you to get extra dust.
In cases where you have a complete collection of all reprints, the statistics look completely different. You will have to open approximately 76 packs, assuming that you are not lucky enough to find a single golden legendary or signature legendary card.
This option costs approximately $90. Be attentive to the offers in the store. Most likely, Blizzard will put up for sale a good bundle with increased value at an attractive price. A few words about signature card. If you want to collect all 15 alternate design cards, you will have to buy about 300 golden packs, for which you will have to pay $1,000. If you disenchant all the golden cards you have received, you can get approximately 135,000 dust. This incredibly huge amount is equivalent to crafting 85 standard quality legendary cards.
But even if you decide to leave the entire collection of golden cards, after disenchanting all the extra copies, you will still have 48,000 extra dust. This is a huge anomaly. Please note that in Caverns of Time, the number of signature cards has been deliberately increased, which creates a disproportion in resources and forces you to buy more packs. To offset this disproportion a bit, you should buy all available bundles with golden packs in the shop after the release of the expansion.
Finally, we want to share our impressions about this expansion. I'm very excited about the opportunity to return to 2016. I really like this twist theme for the first season.
We, as players, are very pleased with what the developers have presented. Reprints have the potential to have a huge impact on deck building, not to mention new cards. We can't wait to go on a journey into an alternate past.
I have a different opinion. Unlike the guys, I look at these changes from the point of view of a reporter. There are many nuances in these changes that bother me. For example, another increase in the cost of the game, by creating a new option for purchase. I'm still worried about the barrier to entry. Moreover, your investment will be spent to access the gameplay, which will be available only for a month. Another major downside is the unbalanced number of signature cards in the new golden packs, which forces collectors to spend significantly more money. I have my doubts that the reprints and new cards will have a big impact on the wild format outside of twist mode.
Dora, you are too negative. Give this concept a chance. We are ready to close our eyes to the shortcomings for the sake of unstoppable fun. In addition, we see a large number of positive aspects.
Besides, it's too early to draw conclusions. The success of this approach can only be determined by the involvement of the players. Dear friends, what do you think of the Caverns of Time packs in the first season of Twist? Are you satisfied with the developer's approach?
Share your thoughts in the comments and join the polls in the community tab.
Finally, we want to express our boundless gratitude to our sponsors. Dear friends, your support is invaluable. Many thanks to each of you.
We also want to welcome new subscribers to our mathematician squad. We only see nicknames of public users who have not hidden the subscription section on their channel, but we are grateful to everyone for joining.
Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for spending this time with us. We really hope that we will have the opportunity to get in touch in the next video.
Take care of yourself.
And never give up.
Job's done.